to Timothy. And the truth is, whether you like it or not, whether you want to admit this or not, your faith is getting passed down to the next generation. And you may be here today and you say, well, I don't have any faith. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in Christianity, and you're deceiving yourself if you think that. I'm not saying you're a Christian and you don't know it. I'm saying you have a faith and you don't know it. All of us have faith in something. There's the big questions of life. How did we get here? What went wrong? How do we fix it? When will it happen? I call those worldview questions. All of us have some kind of religion because all of us have some kind of answer to those questions. How did we get here? What went wrong? How do we fix it? And when will it happen? If you're a Christian, you believe we got here because God created us. We blew it. That's what went wrong. We sinned and made a mess of the world. Christ came to redeem us from the curse of sin and the curse of the law. So that's how we fix it. And when will it happen? It's happened in part through the resurrection of Jesus and will happen in totality when he comes again. Okay, that's a Christian worldview. That's a Christian faith. But you have a faith. And you're communicating to your kids what you believe about how do we got here, what's wrong with the world, how we fix it, and when it's going to happen or what role you play in it. And your faith, however misinformed it may be, however strong or weak it may be, that faith is getting passed down to your kids, to your grandkids, to people you care about, people who God has put into your life. And the question that will kill hypocrisy in your life and the question that will keep hypocrisy from the life of the next generation is when you answer for yourself whether or not the faith that I'm passing down is a faith that I want passed down. Is the faith that I own worth owning? Is it worth giving to someone else? And any parent who's asked themselves that question usually comes to the conclusion, whatever I believe about reality isn't sufficient to answer all these questions. And so many times that's why they come back to church. Many of the millennials that I talked about who are checking out of church and not coming back, for the most part, that wasn't a problem in the past because when people would have kids and they would look at their kids and wonder, how am I going to teach this kid to cope with the problems of the world? They realize how insufficient they are, and so they end up back in church to get answers to their question. Well, the truth is you need to answer for yourself whether or not the faith that you possess is something worth giving to the next generation. Is it something worth possessing, or is it full of hypocrisy?